The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yeah.
I got in! Oh. I got in. Amanda tosses the letter aside, gives me a big hug. Hug Papa's neck. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my God. I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed the interview. And your photography's incredible. And I'm your dad.
No.
Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. That's all right. Here's what we'll do. We'll do a fundraiser stream, and your dad will play a game about dating dads to earn money for his bab to go off to Horny Academy or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, that'll do it. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. What do I even do for work? Like, we haven't talked about that in the game at all. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. I wish my parents would have had that attitude when schooling. All right, sweetie. We're celebrating tonight. Dinner. Your choice. Whatever flavor of cup noodle you want. It's on Leafington. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck made by a stoned guy, so all the guacamole is jammed up one end. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Oh, please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. I like a good food blanket. Fucking wrap that shit up, chow down on the old burrito. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yes.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. Dad likes to choke on a burrito now and then. Oh boy. That's a gross thing to say to your kid. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention the students get their own studio space once they're seniors? Then we get the professional photo editing software for free. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interest. I bet we're gonna be best friends or fight each other to the death. Either way, that'd be awesome. Craig and I were... A good roommate could be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog barking. Carl ruled.
All right.
Oh, that you have animals in the dorm if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake. Or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit, though? Oh, boy. I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did you? What, you mean the presidential election? No, I think we all know about that, honey. What? No. I don't want to put the damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horny, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. There. You think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? Gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, It'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. My little girl. Oh, Dad. Don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now. You're such a good person. I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. Look at my giant glistening eyes. It's happening. The crying. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Nah. I love you, kiddo. I love you too, Pops. Pastels.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Dads. Let's hit a dad. Hi, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter, thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, we will get along. On Friday night, I'm most likely to see how... I'm sorry, Brian. I like meat and stuff, and, like, you got that sexy dad bod and that good beard, but, like, I'm sorry, dude. You're just... we don't... our personalities are not gonna... it's not gonna happen. Bonjour, Robert. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? Skynet. On Friday night, I'm most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly? Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. I pull out my 2 shotguns. I shoot at them a couple of times. I disappear. I reappear somewhere else. It's fucking great. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Shotguns. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. Fuck, I like this guy. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave Robin. Grave Robin was my nickname as a kid. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Fuck. I like this guy too. It's a toss-up between old Bob Small here. Small in name only. And then Damien. I like the Edge boys. I can't help it. See, I'm soft on the outside, but I have a darkness within. God damn. Can we go on a date with Robert? I just want to hear his beautiful voice. Fuck, they're too good though. I love them both. Like, I want to settle down with Damien because I think he can provide me an immortality of blood drinking glory. But like, I'd fuck around with Robert on the side. Seriously though, like for me in real life, neither of these dudes would get me. I'd be like, yo, y'all can have it. But my main, the guy that really understands me, I haven't met him yet. I need like a softer, gentler boy that looks like Zangief and would pile driver me. It's complicated, all right? I have tastes. All right, let's go on a date with Robert. Bonjour, Robert. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I've always said that. When people ask me, like, what's your celebrity crush? I'm like, fucking Zangief, yo. Zangief. He's my perfect man. He's huge. I don't like him, like... Jesus. I don't like him, like, all super ripped and shit. And he's, like, he's got a little... I could imagine, like, I want a Zangief after all the street fighting, right? I want, like, a softer, time to settle down Zangief. Who's got lots of badass stories. He's got that big beard I like. Maybe the mohawk, a little edgy. That sexy accent. He's still like kind of tough, but he's like gone a little soft. I don't need to. God damn it! Shut up! Shut up, everybody! Fuck off! Get out of here! Shh. Show's over. Go home. It's fine. All right, let's go on another date with Damien. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. Wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Huh. Dad, you got a letter. Oh? Is it from Grandmama? No, it's from Damien? Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I have sent someone a letter with a wax seal on it in the last, 2 months. My letter writing game is fucking on, alright? I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Dadum, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing. I gotta put on, a echoey voice for this one. Hold on. How's that? There we go. Yeah. Dearest Dadum, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child. I have many disciplines, celerity, potence, auspex, whatever you like, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Dadum, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste? I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Blood March. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow.
He's good.
So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. Ah!
Huh?
You have to write him back. Amanda throws my laptop in the fire.
Gesture.
Well, hey, Tobel, now I can buy anyone. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Yeah.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Ooh, fuck, that's some class shit. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop, which I've pulled from the fire, and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know. It sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration of the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's lots of blood and vampire titties. Blood and vampire titties. Vampire Crusade 2. In a world where Kate Beckinsale's ass is unstoppable, 3 vampires must take her down. I purchased the tickets and print them out, and sit down at the table with Amanda, tried drafting a nice letter. I start writing.
Welcome
Damien.
to the math squad.
Dimitri, welcome to the squad. Damien, I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Or, I guess, good morrow to you on this fine eve. I do hope this letter finds you in good health. What's next? You've been good? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Hey. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. Not bad. Good actiony sentence. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Dad. Whoa. I saw it on TV. I'm not actually an intelligent person. Bring it home, Pops. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Oh my god, yeah, you've been good. The Cantor Hague of dadding. Smooth. Calling it Le Cinema is a classic move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Titillating, because there's tits in it. That's what it means. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, we'll carry on. I gotta end it with hard daps. Bam. Hard daps, Adam. And then I sign my name, my full name. Fancier that way. Dadam Kobold. Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting.
Damien, I do hope this letter find you in good health. I'm confess of amateur control of the written word, as well my even more amateur penmanship. I did much enjoy an adventure we are finding ourselves on last times we have a meet. Like Rabbit X's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in details. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the Simina, enclosed finding 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titties. Hard daps, Dadam Koble. Nah, hard pass. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now, all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. We go and conjure some shit. So I only know, here's the thing. Let me credit where credit's due. I only know what hard daps means. I only know what dap is. Because of, Ta-Nehisi Coates. I read a Ta-Nehisi Coates book, and he told me about that. And that made me happy. Now I know what that means. Look it up. It's interesting stuff. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing?
Huh?
Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. I shit you not, the wax seal that I own is the Dungeon World logo. That's right. I own a Dungeon World logo wax seal. Yeah. It was a gift. It was a gift from Kale, and it is fucking awesome. Seriously, I have a wax seal of the Dungeon World logo. I am such a total dork. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Right? Very good gift. I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy, my carrier pigeon guy. His name is Firehawk Zoa.
Welcome home.
I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Can we get some DJ Wheats in the chat? Let's get some Wheats up in here. Marcus has the good pigeons. Marcus with the good pigeons is like Becky with the good hair's boyfriend. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and I go back home. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he'd left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice, and I turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? Ugh. Fuck! That's so loud! I don't know. I just walked up. I apologize for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What? God, fuck. This legit makes me want to, like, go and read Vampire the Dark Age again. And, like, play... Makes me want to play, Thank you. And it makes me want to play Undying, all this vampire shit. I'm in love with a vampire. That's that T-Pain song, right?
Oh, my.
What?
Oh, no.
Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. Damien, baby, you can buy me candy any day. Oh, yeah. I'm in love with the vampire. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Oh, my dad's here. I had some delicious Sour Patch watermelons at a movie the other day. They were good. A nice person shared their candy with me. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet. Don't take candy from strangers. This was a friend. This is someone I like. If some stranger offers you Sour Patch Kids, you do not eat it, chat. That is advice directly from your stream dad. Don't eat that candy. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Oh. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening with your furry friends. We will be watching Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. I hear it's got tits in it. You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it.
Huh.
Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to he's gonna see a movie he doesn't want to see because it's with me. That's kind of... I wish he would have just told me. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? All right, here we go. You're gonna get a little dad advice from your old stream dad, Adam. Are you ready? Here, let me go to the big cam. We'll give you some serious dating advice. So, here's the thing, kids. If someone you like invites you to do something that you don't want, but you still want to hang out with them, you don't have to say yes just because there's someone you like. Spiral Perky, you better listen. Just because someone wants to spend time with you and you like them, you don't have to say yes. In fact, it's better to be honest with them. Tell them you're not that into the vampire movie and maybe you'd like to do something else. That's okay. If they really like you, they'll listen and they'll respect your choices. And that's all. Dating advice from Dad. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scarier arts. The scarier the arts, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have. Oh, he doesn't even like horror movies. He's scary. Oh, he's a little guy. Oh, little Bab, I love you. Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is, Halloween Town. It's terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring some sort of strange horror. Oh. Don't stereotype people, kids. Damien's knuckles are turning white. Looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. Ha ha ha. One horror movie. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I love him even more because he's all soft on the inside. He's the opposite of me. He's all pink and squishy on the inside, and I'm all pink and squishy on the outside with darkness in me. Aw, we're like mirror images. Ah! Fuck, Damien. Man, that was loud. I apologize. I was thinking about something scarier than this movie, which I'm not scared. It's not frightening me at all. Jesus. Fuck. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. What color is the licorice? I have to know.
Ah!
Jesus, I'm gonna just turn that down slightly. Phew. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies.
Huh.
A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Romulus Badblood, awaken my coffin. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. This fucking rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with a general of the human army whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet of you. General, I agree. It's good to finally. Blood, you! Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
Oh, my.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section in my mind. Damien goes back to quietly stressing over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do it all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Hey, Damien. Damien, where does a dog go when it loses its tail?
What?
Where? To the retail store. I yell that last bit a little too loud for a movie theater, but I can see a smile on Damien's face. Good one, Datum. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Badblood and the general's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears the true Vampire Crusade was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out hard. Let's suck some face.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover, Carmilla, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die. Again! More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. Well, the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian. I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and the great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it's pretty good. That one time where that guy fucked that other guy up, that was pretty great. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. I call this one Vlad the Impaler. And I call this one Nosferatu. You know, fuck it.
Oh.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company. Yet. I mean, yes. It's fine. Whatever. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Alright, here comes a smooth response. Cool.
Oh.
Nice.
Ah.
Crushed it. Bam. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. You getting a little hungry? We can maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, my friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Dadam. Trust me. I'm talking about my penis. It's Victorian flavor. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us. We follow a path through the faded tombstones. Apparently we're listening to some cool synthwave. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to the evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket full of blood, but also sandwiches, which we finger. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak. Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. Everybody's okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie. I wasn't. Okay. Yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. Hi, Dire Dorian. I just have never been good at those. I feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't feel I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite all right. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however. I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What? What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear. As it begins lumbering towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. It's the Get of motherfucking Fenris! I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. No. It's a dog. As it finally comes into light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey, we both look up, not expecting to see... Why not both? Yo, Robert, yo, what up? Perfect time, baby. We're just gonna, you wanna join the, let's do this thing. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. Oh. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her. Now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Oh. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion will be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man. Dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be, because I'm an old dad. He packs up the picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Dadum, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow. Thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside.
Hey.
Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad. Well, what's up? Pops? Pippity pop, paparino, pepperoni pizza. Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, okay, yes. Yeah, I was. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. I told you. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait. Amanda doesn't need to know that. Keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yeah, he is so cool it's scary. Nice save. Nailed it. Did you know the graveyard used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow. It's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? Ow! And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight.
dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one.
Oh, it's the same. The same
taken
one.
the egg is.
I know, you told me already.
It's
Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. That's the second time I couldn't quite make out tonight. Bam! Nailed it. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No! Nothing happened. Go away! Something must have happened. God, fuck. The hard thing is, I know what I would want my parent to do, but I don't know what the game wants me to do to be a good parent. I don't know what the game thinks being a good dad is. I don't know what being a good dad is. That's why I have you, chat, instead of real kids. I mean, you're real kids. I love you very much. You're all my family. But, like, I should ask. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Is something wrong? She mad at me? I guess she wasn't before. She definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. I make it in the name of Scuanto. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. Unfortunately, my dear friends, we're going to have to wait until next time to find out what's bothering Amanda. This game is amazing. We'll definitely be playing it again. I gotta finish Vampire Dad.